Yeah, it was a nice night, and Jose threw the ball very well. He pitched with his fastball very well, and I think he went to that pitch at several different times in this game, when maybe in some other games he went to his off-speed stuff, and it was a nice adjustment on his end and decision on his end. It was a very, very well pitched game.
We talked about the offense and the versatility of it, and the home runs are nice. But the fourth inning, when you scored 6 runs, there were no home run. Is that kind of a display of what the offense can do?
Yeah, I think what we've seen so far. Of course, there's been some home runs hit this year already, and we know that, and we've talked about it a lot. But I think, with that, we haven't seen some of the other things that our guys are capable of. And again, the at-bats were quality, and I think they kind of added up, and they really came out in that inning, and obviously we were able to put a few runs on the board, but it was nice.
Are you a believer that hitting is contagious, or is that too superstitious?
I think it's pretty. It might be, but I think it's a pretty simplistic way of talking about it. I think there's a lot of different reasons for it when a team is swinging the bat well. It goes beyond 1 or 2 things. I mean, if we really want to encapsulate it and say that, maybe you could say that. But the discussion probably goes far and wide.
What do you think of the production you guys have gotten offensively, the catchers collectively?
Yeah, I mean, just the state of the game. You don't see that very often. You don't see your catchers sometimes carrying you in games, and we've had that. We have had our guys lead all 3 of our catchers have led our offense on different nights, and Stroh had some great at-bats. He had good at-bats off of Peacock, I thought, the first time around, and he carried them through today. I mean, the ball he hit to center, left center, whatever you call it, I mean, he hit that ball a long way, and that was just a good stroke and a ball that seemed almost like a hard line drive off the bat that just kept going. It was a memorable swing by him, but the other at-bats were really, really good too.
Is Cruz, I mean, when you watch a guy every day, it's different than when you just see him come through town a couple of times. Is he more impressive than what you anticipated? And, it just seems like his understanding of the game is so great beyond, I thought it was just power, but it's not.
Yeah, you can talk about him a lot because there's so many very, very positive things that he brings to the table for a team. And again, I've never spent this amount of time with him. I've never been around him until this spring. But he's a quality human being and a guy that everyone not just enjoys having around, like absolutely respects in every possible way. He conducts himself like a true professional. He's good to everyone. He's a friend to everyone. He pulls for his teammates like no other. And then the at-bats they're just really good. And the presence in the lineup, I think, is really something too. I think it brings benefits that they're hard to measure, but I think you can see them in the way that they kind of rub off, and really the way the other teams have to prepare for us. I think it changes with him in the lineup.
I think this homestand, your starters had 39 strikeouts and 4 walks. What does that tell you about this group's ability to attack the strike zone against these lineups?
Yeah, it's a great run, and we just played 4 against what might be the best or one of the best offenses in baseball, and just seeing our guys have that success, go out there and try to attack them and live in the zone, because you're really not going to beat a team like this pitching consistently out of the zone. You have to throw strikes. You have to attack them. You don't know how you're going to attack them. It might be different for each guy, but each of our guys was able to do that, and I think everyone was really happy with what we saw from our pitching.
I know you haven't seen Berrios all the way up, but he would get into situations where a game would go off the rails for him early and he would lose control. How big was that, finishing off the 3rd inning and getting that strikeout there to get himself out and keep you guys in a situation to make you?
Well, he shows a lot of maturity, and again, I only know him, the more recent version of him, but he is a young guy, but he has a very mature approach to everything. He can make adjustments on the fly. Each game that he's pitched this year, there probably has been one part of his game that he's relied on more than the other. He's not a one-trick pony. He can do many, many different things. That's what allows him to get through, I think, those situations and pitch deep into games and do the things he's doing.
Is that his confidence?